In this video, we will walk you step by step through every small and detailed stage of how to professionally install ceramic tiles on a kitchen wall from start to finish. This process is one of the most essential parts of finishing a kitchen, as it's not only about appearance, but also plays a major role in cleanliness, ease of maintenance, and protection against moisture, stains, and heat. That's why we are offering you a deeply detailed explanation that will make you confident to do it yourself or understand how professionals do it. We begin by preparing the wall. It is absolutely essential that the wall is completely clean, free of dust, oil, or any substances that could weaken the tile adhesive. If there is old paint or residue, it should be scraped off or sanded thoroughly, then wiped clean with a strong brush or a damp cloth. Some walls might need light dampening, especially if they are made of concrete or brick, so they don't absorb the adhesive too quickly. Once the wall is clean and dry, we mark the first row of tiles. This row is the foundation for the entire layout, so it must be placed carefully, using a straight guideline or visual reference. If the first row is not aligned properly, the whole wall will look uneven. Taking your time here is crucial for a perfect result. Next, we prepare the adhesive. You can use a mix of white cement and water in precise proportions or a ready-made tile adhesive. The consistency should be just right, not too watery and not too stiff, so it sticks well to the wall without dripping. Mix it thoroughly until it becomes smooth and free of lumps. Apply a portion of the adhesive to the wall using a trowel, spreading it over a small enough area that you can tile before the adhesive begins to dry. Avoid covering a large surface at once. Comb the adhesive in even lines to help the tile grip better and to ensure even pressure when placing the tiles. Pick up the first tile and gently press it against the wall, applying even pressure across all sides. Then place the next tile beside it, leaving a small gap for spacing. You can use plastic tile spacers to keep all the gaps equal. Repeat the same process tile by tile, row by row, making sure the edges are lined up for a clean finish. When you reach corners or wall edges, measure precisely and cut the tiles using a tile cutter, either manual or electric. Always position the cut edge toward the wall so it won't be visible. Sometimes you may need to cut holes into the tiles for pipes or outlets. For this, use special tools designed for precise cutting without cracking the tile. Once all tiles are placed, let them dry for 12 to 24 hours before moving to the next step, filling the joints. Use a material called grout and apply it with a rubber trowel, pressing it into the spaces between the tiles to seal them completely. Remove the excess grout right away with a damp sponge before it hardens on the tile surface. Continue cleaning until the tile surface is perfectly clean and smooth. Let the entire wall dry again. And just like that, you've completed the full installation of kitchen wall ceramic tiles in a professional and durable way. This guide is made for both skilled craftsmen and homeowners who enjoy doing things themselves. It shows that craftsmanship is not just about having tools, it's about patience, precision, and proper planning. Every step matters, every detail has its value, whether it's in how you lay the tile, how you deal with corners and cuts, or when you decide to move to the next phase. If you encounter any difficulty or make a mistake during the process, don't rush. Stop, review the work, and restart if needed. Tiles aren't just decorative, they are meant to last for years of daily use. Also remember that keeping your workspace clean during installation leads to better results and makes cleanup easier at the end. Wearing gloves and taking safety precautions are also important, especially when working with adhesives or cutting tools. In the end, installing ceramic tiles is a craft that requires a trained eye, a steady hand, and a lot of patience. But the final result is always worth the effort. Thank you for watching, and we invite you to check out our other videos on the channel for more practical and detailed guides. Complete step-by-step guide to installing ceramic wall tiles in a kitchen. This comprehensive guide, we will walk you through the complete, professional, and highly detailed process of installing ceramic tiles on a kitchen wall. This guide is designed for both beginners and experienced tilers who want to understand every single step involved in achieving a high-quality finish. Whether you're working on a new kitchen installation or upgrading an old backsplash, this process ensures durability, precision, and a clean aesthetic look. Let's begin by preparing everything we need for the job. The tools you will need include a tile cutter or wet saw, notch trowel, rubber grout float, mixing bucket, sponge, tile spacers, level, tape measure, pencil or chalk line, and protective gloves. Materials include ceramic tiles, tile adhesive, also known as tile mortar or thin set, grout, and tile edge trims if necessary. The first and most important step is surface preparation. Make sure the kitchen wall is clean, dry, smooth, and free from grease or old paint. If the wall has cracks or holes, fill them with filler and sand them down once dry. Use a level to ensure the surface is perfectly vertical. Uneven surfaces may result in tiles not sticking properly or looking unprofessional once finished. Next, planning the tile layout is critical. Start by measuring the wall area and planning your tile layout from the center out. This ensures symmetry and prevents small cuts on one side of the wall. Use a pencil or chalk to draw your center line both vertically and horizontally. Dry lay a row of tiles along the base to see how they fit and to anticipate any cuts. Don't forget to include space for grout lines using tile spacers. After planning comes mixing the tile adhesive. Follow the manufacturer's instructions to mix your thin set or tile mortar to a smooth peanut butter-like consistency. Using a notched trowel, spread the adhesive on a small section of the wall starting from the bottom center and working upwards. Comb the adhesive with the notched side to create ridges that help the tile stick evenly. Now it's time to start placing the ceramic tiles. Begin at the center line and press each tile firmly into the adhesive. Use tile spacers between tiles to keep uniform gaps for the grout. Continue placing tiles row by row, checking with a level frequently to maintain straight lines. For corner or edge tiles, use a tile cutter to trim them accurately. Wipe away any excess adhesive from the tile surface before it hardens. Once the wall is completely tiled, allow it to dry for at least 24 hours or as recommended on the adhesive packaging. Do not disturb or adjust tiles during this curing period. The next phase is grouting the tiles. Mix your grout as instructed. Using a rubber float, press the grout into the gaps between the tiles at a 45-degree angle. Work in small sections and wipe away excess grout using a damp sponge. Rinse the sponge frequently and ensure not to pull grout from the joints. After the grout has dried slightly, buff the tiles with a dry cloth to remove any haze left on this surface. To finish the installation, clean the entire wall thoroughly and inspect for any missed spots or imperfections. If you used edge trims, make sure they are properly aligned and secured. Optional but recommended is sealing the grout lines once they are fully dry. Grout sealer protects against moisture, grease and stains, especially in a kitchen environment, where splashes and cooking fumes are common. Installing ceramic wall tiles in the kitchen is not just a practical improvement. It's a visual upgrade that adds character and style to your cooking space. When done with precision and care, it ensures long-lasting beauty and functionality. Remember to always prioritize safety. Wear protective gloves and goggles when cutting tiles and ensure proper ventilation if working with adhesives and sealants indoors. This guide is suitable for home DIYers as well as professionals looking to refine their tiling process. The key to success lies in preparation, accurate measurements, consistent leveling, and patience throughout each stage. Take your time and don't rush any step. If this is your first time, try practicing tile cuts on spare pieces before handling the actual tiles. You'll build confidence and improve your technique. The end result will reflect the effort and attention you invest in each part of the process.
my kitchen.